What's up, you guys? This is Nick here at Noble Airsoft. Alright, so a few weeks ago when I uploaded one of my first videos, I talked about how I was getting a Krytac in the mail, how excited I was, and my reasoning behind getting it was due to the fact that I was having problems with my previous rifle, which is this little boy right there. That is the amoeba AM013, as I mentioned in that last video. I believe I uploaded that one. If not, then this is awkward. But anyways, I'll explain why in this one then. Okay, so I got this Ares here about a year ago, and it just, out of the box, had problems, okay? I didn't have the LiPo for it, which was fine. I knew I was going to order one the next time I got paid, so I was like, no biggie. Was a biggie because I, put in a 9.6 volt stick-type battery in the back of it, which didn't fit, but, it powered it, just to see if it was even, shooting out of the box, and after probably a clip worth of ammo, it died, pretty much. It died, and the motor and the handle felt like it was gonna blow up. I was like, okay, that's not good. I was like, maybe it just has to have a LiPo, 'cause, I never really dealt with a gun that used LiPos or even had a built-in MOSFET like both of these do. Okay, that's probably the reason. So about a week or two later, I got the LiPo in the mail. It wasn't a very high one. It wasn't like 11.1. I think it was like 8.4 or whatever. And it fit, and it shot, and it still was dying very quickly. Went to the tech guy, he fixed it for me, no problem. I don't remember what he said was wrong with it, but it was something in the wiring. Out of the box, something was wrong with the wiring, so, that was a flag, but I was like, no biggie, that was probably just one little mistake. About 2 or 3 weeks later, it stopped shooting altogether. Like, there was no activity in it at all. Yet again, took it to the same tech guy. Something else wrong with the internal, like in the gearbox or something. One of the things was, I can't remember what it was. It was something bad, though. Clearly it was something bad. And he fixed it for me again for really cheap. I was like, okay. A few months went by, and about, I guess more than a few months. It was like 6 or 7 months. I tried to use it again during a game, and the gearbox sounded like it exploded inside the gun. And ever since then I haven't messed with it. And I talked to my gear guy, tech guy, whatever, and he just said not to use it until he sees it again. I'm like, okay, no problem. Well, about a few months passed, and I ordered this guy because I was done with all the issues I was having with that one. For a brand new gun, that's a lot of issues to deal with. And so I got this one, and it was about $100 more than that one was. But it was way worth it because this one worked out of the box perfectly, and it's still working to this day. Like I said, I've had it for about a month, and I am so impressed with this rifle. Like, it is worth every penny I spent on it. I went to that Operation Black Eye, which whoa, what are words? I talked about it in a few of my past videos, how excited I was to go to that, and took this with me, and it performed for 2 days. I plugged it in that morning, charged it, hooked it up around, 9 o'clock when we left the house. We didn't get back to the house till probably 8, and it was working the whole time. It did not poop out on me once. The battery didn't even seem like it had a chip in it. It was perfect, and it was shooting straight the whole time. Didn't get a lot of kills that game, but I still shot a lot because I was suppressing guys, but I wasn't really out for the kills. I was just enjoying the milsim. But yeah, this thing was put through hell at Black Ion, and it just still performed great. Paint didn't even get scratched, and I bumped it around a little bit in the woods, as opposed to that one, which is all polymer, so it's really hard to scratch it up. But this one being all metal, and this really cool paint job, didn't even get scratched. It has some dirt on it still in some places. Been trying to clean it out slowly as I see stuff, but some stuff gets past me. But yeah, this thing is a beast. I recommend it to any one of you guys that are thinking about getting that, because that's a great gun, but apparently Ares spent more time on the outside than they did on the inside, because most of the parts on the inside seem to be like aftermarket parts that seem to either break or wear down way too quickly, or not even work at all out of the box. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some stuff in the Krytac that might be aftermarket, but they make it work either way, to where you can probably use it for 1 or 2 years, if not longer, before you have to replace anything or do any maintenance inside that would require someone other than you to look at it like a tech guy or something. That, though, That was just awful. But no trash talk on Aries. I've seen other people have excellent experiences with this rifle. So, I'm not going to trash talk it too much. And, I got to admit, I liked it just because of the way it looked, for one, and after seeing all the reviews on it, I loved this rifle. Aries did an amazing job with what they could on the outside, but, they just kind of dropped the ball on some stuff in my eyes. But don't let that sway your opinion or your decision. I'm just saying, if you have the money, I would really recommend, saving up, if you don't at the moment, to get the Krytac, because it is just that much better. Performance-wise, they're both the same pretty much. Both shoot around 19 to 20 rounds per second, depending on the box, or the battery out of the box. And both have a similar FPS, about, I think it was like 380 to 390, something like that. So you could use them for both indoor and outdoor confidently without worrying about, not hitting what you want. Although I did notice that the Krytac seemed to have a lot better distance outside than the Aries did. But the Aries was a lot more triggered towards, the indoor fields and stuff. But I did use it outdoor, and it did get me a lot of kills outside before it pooped out on me. But the Krytac I've used indoors and outdoors, and it seems to be working just fine. So, I don't know. I think there's a clear comparison. But, you be the judge. Here pretty soon I'll probably be doing a shooting video between both of these. To show you really what you're going to be looking at, and kind of give you guys an idea of what they're shooting at, next to each other, to maybe give you a better decision. That'll probably be another week or so before I can do that, if not longer, depending on when I can get that to the tech guy, and if I even want to bother with it anymore. I don't know. I might just keep it for parts. I might sell it to the tech guy and let him do what he wants with it, make it into a Polar Star or a what you call it, HPA gun, which I've seen done to those, and they work great under that, little V12 engine they put into there. But any gun will really work pretty cool under a V12 engine. So, I've seen this on a V12, and that's just scary. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps out a lot if you're looking into either of these guns. If you're curious as to why this one looks really cool and kind of like a weird paint job, I did not do this paint job. This is a Krytac CRB, Trident CRB in Wolf Gray. I believe it's still on eBike right now. For special, it comes with 10 free mid caps, which you see one of them inside. So, check that out if you're interested in this color in particular. If not, they do have the regular black and tan versions, so either way. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you guys next time.